Baldy Eagle, Chapter 3, Making Things Right. A large cloud drifted overhead as Baldy slowly circled the land owned by Farmer John. His eyes scanned each plot of land for unwanted weeds, and he smiled a big smile when he spotted Farmer John's tractor parked in a field that was littered with weeds. The weeds would have to be removed before new seed could be planted. "This big field is just perfect," Baldy said with a chuckle. "Now it's time for little Tom and his brothers to honor Farmer John and Molly." Soon Baldy was back with the little gopher critter. "Okay, my little friend," Baldy said in a stern voice, "it's time for you to do the honorable thing. Let's go." Moments later, Baldy led little Tom Gopher and his brothers to the uncultivated field that was laden with weeds. He pointed a wing toward the massive plot of ground and said, "Go, do what you do best." Again he winked at little Tom, "But this time you are showing respect and helping another." Baldy perched on the steering wheel of the tractor, acting as guard and sentry for the little gophers as they plowed through the rich soil. Time after time they crisscrossed the field, furrowing tunnels that actually destroyed the unwanted weeds. And as the sun slowly began to descend upon the western horizon, little Tom and his brothers leaped to the surface and scampered toward the tractor. "We did it!" little Tom gasped as he screeched to a halt beside the big machine. He looked at Baldy and added with a grin, "And you're right, it feels good to be honorable." "Well done, boys," Baldy said. "Now it's time for phase 2. Hurry to your appointed places and listen for my signal." Baldy watched the gophers run toward the farmhouse. As they hid among the flowers in the backyard, Baldy flew to a field and landed on a limb. Seconds later, the eagle flapped his big wings and screamed at the top of his lungs. He jumped down onto the grass and went into another fit of strange and noisy behavior. Suddenly, Farmer John threw open the back door and looked out. "What's going on out here?" he yelled. "Molly, come quick. There's a bald eagle in the backyard, and I think he must be sick or something." Baldy immediately stopped the undignified behavior and flew to a big tree near the barn. He watched Molly run out the door and follow Farmer John into the backyard. By the time the couple reached the back gate, little Tom and his brothers were waiting for them. Molly screamed, "John, forget the bird. Look, the little gophers that destroyed our field are here. They're right here in our backyard." "You're right, Molly," yelled Farmer John. "Quick, get my gun. We'll kill those dad-burned gophers." Minutes later, old Baldy soared high above the unplowed field where Tom and his brothers had quickly hidden in tunnels below the ground. They had run for their lives when Farmer John said those words. They didn't want to die. Baldy watched as Farmer John and Molly bounced across the rough terrain in their pickup before finally stopping and getting out. He heard loud, angry voices mellow into a soft, sincere words of praise as the couple stood looking in awe at their freshly cultivated field. "Yes," Baldy murmured as he gracefully ascended into the twilight. "Today was indeed a good day to see new territory and make good friends. And perhaps," he added with a little chuckle, "my visit will bring honor to those who did what they do best." Okay, well, that's the end.